Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight we're going to be continuing our delving into Finnish music. Going to had a recommendation from Risto to check out this band called Amorphis, Death of a King. Now, back in probably 1996, if I remember correctly, they came out with an album called Elegy, which is the last time I heard any Amorphis song. Death of a King is off one of their newer albums. So we're going to be checking that out for the first time tonight and give it a listen. Check out the lyrics and see what we all think. Alright, we have the band's Wikipedia page pulled up here. You can see Amorphis is a Finnish heavy metal band founded in 1990. It's originally founded as a death metal act. And later they evolved into playing other genres, including progressive metal, folk metal. And I'm probably going to butcher the word right here, but I think it's the Kalevala, which is an epic poem of Finland, as a source for their lyrics, which, if I remember correctly, has something to do with like the creation of the world and so forth. Down here, Tales from a Thousand Lakes is right around where I first heard of Amorphis. And then Elegy, which I actually owned this album back in the 90s, was a killer record, let me tell you. I really enjoyed it. I don't know why I quit listening to the band back then, but I haven't heard anything since Elegy. You can see they've put several more albums out since then. Scrolling down. I don't have no list of their charting songs or anything like that. Their musical style is progressive metal, melodic death metal, folk metal, power metal. From what I remember off the Elegy album, I would more classify them as the melodic death metal / folk metal. So I don't know what their new sound is like. So we'll definitely be checking that out. Alright, and what has become kind of customary is I have the website AZ Lyrics pulled up. I have the song for Death of a King, the lyrics put up on my other screen over here to my right. We'll have the video playing in the bottom left. My smiling bearded face up in the top right corner. And we'll give it a listen and see what we think. You know, we'll listen to a few verses, go back and listen, read the lyrics, and kind of get a grasp on what we're trying to get to, the lyrical meaning behind the song, and all that good stuff. So let's give it a go. Nice. So first impression, they still have that melodic death metal thing going. You can definitely hear some more progressive elements behind it now. You know, it's going to sound like there's a few time signature changes in there. His still doing the clean vocals. I remember, I think it was a song My Cantil from years ago. So far, I'm really digging it. The keyboard player got something like a flute sound kind of going in the background, gives it like that folky element. So I'm kind of sitting there checking the lyrics out a little bit, and you definitely can see the inspiration from like a more poetic background. There's a lot of metaphor. You know, it's their lyrical style really doesn't seem like it's changed a whole lot in the last 1996 to now. What are we talking about? Going on 25 years. You know, my math may be off. You know, don't quote me on that. But let's continue with the song. Now, I may have to go back and listen to some of the older stuff, but I think his growls are a little more crisp and cleaner than what they used to be. Right, let's continue listening. Let's go back and listen to that. Go back and listen a little bit better here. Let's go back to about 2:30. Definitely a little more sense of some more old school rock songs with a guitar solo. Remember the new metal era where guitar solos were pretty much gone out of music. Nice. See if I can hear that. Hear that last part again. I can definitely tell they haven't. Their sound really hasn't changed a whole lot over the last 30 years. You can definitely hear some more maturation in the sound that they use now. But you can definitely hear some of them old elements back from the Elegy days, from when I remember them. Now now lyrical on. Let me see. Let me get my mouse back over here so we go scroll back down. Now, if you look at the lyrics, you can definitely tell they're trying to paint a picture here. A lot of the old epic poems from back in the day used to always be, kings making their last stand, or just something epic. Like the what would be like the Iliad, or drawing a mind blank. There's a few of the other old epic poems I believe were written by Homer. Don't quote me on that, but I'm going off, oh God, probably 25-year-old memories on that. But you can definitely get that epic vibe out of this song here, because you're painting that whole picture of the weight of the crown. It seems like the king is like at a crossroads at the end of days here. He speaks here, of meeting yourself. You will weigh your crown on the ice of the lake of death. So at the end of time, I guess he's feeling the weight, the crown, and all those decisions that he's made leading up to this point. It definitely seems to me that this king at the end of his life is reflecting upon the decisions that's gotten him to this place in time at the end of his life. Looking back through the mirror of time and just feeling the weight of that crown. There's some people that say you don't really know yourself until you're facing death. What kind of man or what kind of person would you be knowing that the end is here? What decisions will you make? You could say you would do this, you could say you do that, but when crunch time happens, what are you going to do? And that's the true test. But all in all, really enjoyed the song. I'm definitely going to have to check out a lot more of their newer stuff, because I haven't really listened to a lot of Amorphis since the Elegy album, which I believe I looked earlier was '96. But definitely glad for the recommendation, glad for the reminder of that this great band is still out there, and just realizing a lot of good music has come out of Finland. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for checking out my channel. Listen to this old Southern guy sit there and give his take on some lyrics. He probably has no clue what the hell he's talking about. But thank you for listening. Y'all have a great night.